So basically, to understand a cryptocurrency, first thing what you should understand is what exactly is a currency. So when you talk about currency is from the olden days, when in the prehistoric time, when there was when you need a product or services. Let's suppose you want this particular thing, and you want to buy this particular thing. So what you have to do, you have to give something in exchange. That was called barter system. So barter system was something wherein you have a product. Let's suppose you have food grains with you, and you want to buy a cattle. So you give the food grains to them and you buy the cattle. So that was the initial prehistoric days of barter system, basically exchanging goods and products for something what you need. Okay. Then over the period of time, when the after that, when the kings and all these dynasties came into picture, so what they did, basically they were ruling the country and they were collecting taxes from people. So the taxes were also in form of some goods or products which they were taking from the people. And later on, the kind of a minting process started when there was a use of tokenized system of money. Like you want to buy a particular product, so you have a specific token of gold or silver which you will give to the merchant, and the merchant will give you the equivalent value of that product to you. So that was the prehistoric time. Then slowly and gradually, when the countries and when coming back to this era, where there are different countries and different countries have different currencies. In crypto world, it is called fiat currency. Basically, if in India, the INR, the rupees, is been governed by the central government banks. In case of India, it is RBI, Reserve Bank of India. In various other countries, there are different entities or the central governing body which controls the currency of the company. They basically are the people who control and regulate currency. So those kind of systems came into existence after in this recent days, because to regulate the market, and mostly the currencies, the fiat currencies, basically in crypto world we say that it is a fiat currency. That fiat currency is completely dependent on the economic development of the country, the GDP, and there are so many factors which makes the value of that currency and also the gold reserves of that country. So a particular country, the gold reserves whatever they have, and based on the various factors of macro and microeconomics, a value of that currency comes into picture. Now, when there are different countries and different currencies, like let's suppose in US there is US dollars, in European countries there are euros, there are different other currencies which are in circulation. So then the question comes to our mind that what is the value? I mean, if there is 1 rupee of Indian currency or 100 rupees, how much equivalent would that be in other countries' currency? So in that, so the forex ratio, reserve, all those things came into picture, wherein there is a specific valuation of all the countries' currency and vice versa. So for example, today there is a value of $1 which is like close to around 7. Today it is, I think it is quite low. I think after 2008 crisis, dollar rate is today is about 8 March, and dollar rate is like 74 point something. It has fallen almost 20%. So this fluctuations of currency and its valuation keeps happening based on the economic conditions of this world. So because of this Ukraine war of Russia, there is a lot of economic imposition has been taken care, put on Russia and Ukraine. I don't want to get into that topic, but the reason why I'm talking to you all this is because the currency which is a fiat currency in terms of the crypto language, it is governed by the government, and it is dependent on the economic stability of which makes the value of that currency. Where I compare that to cryptocurrency, so cryptocurrency existence came into picture. Let me go to a little bit historic time of for cryptocurrency. So this was there was a anonymous person named Satoshi Nakamoto, who designed, after the fall of major banks in US in the crisis of 2008. So what he did is he did a project wherein he did some very unique combination of keys, and crypto means it is like encrypted basically. So he made this project, crypto project, that is called Bitcoin project. So first we will be talking about Bitcoin today and existence of Bitcoin, how it came. As I told you, it came from a person, anonymous person. On today's world also, people do not know who is Satoshi, but he developed this concept of Bitcoin, and he was the guy who started this cryptocurrency. Now, for those newcomers who do not understand about cryptocurrency, let me tell you an example in a layman's way. For example, you have a mobile nowadays, and you want to recharge your mobile. Okay, so what do? You go to a nearby shop and you ask him, give me a 20 rupees voucher or 30 rupees voucher or 50 rupees voucher. So he will give you a 50 rupees voucher, and you pay the money to that guy and you buy the voucher and you scratch the voucher. When you scratch the voucher, there will be some numbers will be there, and you key in those numbers in the service provider. You go to the phone app and you key in those numbers, and you get that value of 30 rupees worth of talk time recharged to your account. So basically that number, let's suppose it is a 19-digit number. So that 19-digit number which you bought from the local mobile shop, that is an encrypted word, that is an encryption, which is a specific combination of numbers which has some value for that particular organization. That's the reason why when you put that number, 19-digit number, a code number which you bought it from a mobile recharge shop, and you scratched it and you found it out, and that unique number you key into that particular company's website or the application, and you get that worth of that 30 rupees or 50 rupees worth of that talk time. Now coming back to crypto is also very similar to that, but on a very higher scale. So there is a definite amount of coding which has happened, wherein there is a specific hexadecimal numbers which has been assigned to one particular currency. I might be telling you in a very layman's way. That's the reason maybe at some given point of time the technical people who are there, who might also tell, no, there are a lot of higher definitions of cryptocurrency, but since I am talking it in a very layman's way, giving an example of a mobile recharge shop, that's the reason I am talking in this way, so that you will be able to understand. Now, let's suppose you bought that particular encrypted 19-digit number which has a value in the form of currency or something. That becomes the cryptocurrency. Okay. So what happens is, how Bitcoin is separate than a cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is the mother of all cryptocurrency. Okay. First, the cryptocurrency started with Bitcoin, and then there is around, I think as of today's date, there are more than 13 to 15,000 different cryptocurrencies across the globe. And I think let me tell you few jargons. Okay, let me tell you few jargons